What's up, guys? I'm here to talk to you guys about, semen retention is the way. We've been programmed to believe that, we should go around and smash as many chicks as we can and let our semen out so much, but that's what's, keeping us at a lower vibration. That is what's keeping men from progressing in life. By just letting out their semen like crazy. You guys need to get on semen retention. Semen retention is the way to go. Because, we've been programmed through the TV. Why do you think they promote, having sex so much through TV and on Twitter and everything else? Why do you think they promote that so much? Because they want to lower our vibrations, want to lower our energy. So we can't, progress in life. So we can't progress in life as men. They don't want you on top of the pyramid. They want you at the very bottom. They don't want you on top of the hierarchy. They want you at the very bottom of it. You guys got to understand this. If you want to be in that 1%, if you want to really be in that 1% with the rich, get on semen retention. Because we have been programmed and indoctrinated to believe that, it's about, smashing that chick or hitting that one. Or I'm a man if I smash 5 chicks in one day. No, that's or in a week. That doesn't make you a man. That lowers your health. It lowers your vibration. It lowers your self-esteem. It lowers your confidence. It lowers your willpower to get up and do something and do things. You guys got to understand, we have been programmed through TV. All these rated R movies, they promoting, sex so much. Now they showing, they've been doing it. They showing people with their clothes off, like naked. I'm talking about butt naked. I remember when they wasn't showing, butt naked. You couldn't see everything. Now you're seeing everything. And they trying to over-sexualize us as men and as women. And they got most men and women, to be honest with you. They got them where they want them. They got them on a string. They want you to be this puppet that's doing everything that they say. The higher power. God, do not follow those rules, because it does not matter how many chicks you smash. It does not matter. It doesn't make you more of a man than another man. Why do you think boxers, they be backed up from sex? You know what I'm saying? They can't have sex for a certain amount of weeks, all the way into the fight, because it gets them out balanced. They lose focus if they keep having sex, all the way to the fight. It damaged them. They don't be at their full potential. They want to fight at their full potential. So they be on semen retention. So if they're doing it and it's helping them in the boxing ring to be more balanced and more stable and give them more energy and more focus, why do you think it can't help you as a man without being a boxer? Guys, get on semen retention. This is the only way out. This is the only way out of this matrix, of this lie that we was taught to live. And plus, a lot of these dudes that's in relationships that's constantly draining their energy, you might have some at your workplace, at your job. You can look in their eyes and their eyes look so low. They just look so drained. Like they don't even want to work. They don't even have the willpower, to work. They be leaning on things and sitting down and just looking drained. Because they was taught to, live a lie. They was taught to, have all this sex and it's not benefiting you. It's really harming you. See, everything is backwards. We've been programmed to do the wrong things. We was programmed to, over-sexualize ourselves. It's having a ton of sex is really not good for a man. It's not. You only have sex. I prefer you only, smash a chick when you're ready to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's what I suggest. But these dudes out here going crazy, going wild, a lot of these dudes, that's all they do is just hit chicks up, hit them up and smash and all that. They don't even want to work. They don't even have the willpower to go get a job. They just run the streets and smash a whole bunch of chicks. And they just don't have no willpower, no fighting in them. They don't have no ambition. They don't have no goals. They don't even have a real purpose in life. Doing all that smashing, that can, overcloud your critical thinking, make you more emotional, and have more, the more sex you have, a lot of times with guys, the less self-control that they have. And that's not a good thing. Guys, you need to get on semen retention. This is the best way to go. Your energy is gonna boost up. Your focus is gonna be on point. Your consistency, your willpower, your aura field, gonna spread out, it's gonna widen. A lot of stuff. Vitamin B. A lot of stuff that, that's gonna, your chakras is gonna be more healthy. A lot of stuff that's gonna transform in your body when you get on semen retention. Smashing a whole bunch of chicks, that's not the way. Trust me, it's not the way. A lot of these guys get caught up doing that. And they, when they get in their 60s and their 70s, they have so many regrets of why they should have just focused on their purpose in their 20s and 30s instead of just going around smashing chicks. You guys need to stop doing that. It's not healthy for you. It's only draining you. Everybody was talking about being rich, or being successful, but you have to sacrifice to get to that success. Smashing these chicks, that's not what you're supposed to be spending your time on. You're supposed to be spending your time on you, helping better your life. Being financially stable. Being emotionally, have emotional control. And mental control. Smashing all these chicks, that's not the way to go. Semen retention is the way to go. You want to get ahead in life? You want to get ahead? Get on semen retention. You tired of being behind? You tired of being lazy? Just getting up in the bed? Laying down after work? Sexing a whole bunch of chicks? When you could be having another business on the side, but you don't have the willpower or the energy to do it? You want to do that? Get on semen retention. You want to stop chasing women? You want to be a king instead of a simp? Get on semen retention. Because semen retention will definitely make you more masculine. You want a woman to stop, you want to stop female manipulation. You want to stop taking women so serious. Get on semen retention. You want to love yourself? You want to put yourself first? You want to become, you want to get out the hood? You want to get out of poverty and live middle class or higher class? Get on semen retention. Because semen retention is the way. You're going to reap all the benefits. But you have to keep retaining for months. Because you got to heal. You got to heal first. It's going to take some months for you to really heal. Because all that smashing you was doing for years and years and years, it's going to take a couple of months for semen retention to heal that. Because you've been doing it for too long. You worn yourself out. You worn yourself out. Now it's time to make a change. Now it's time to boss up. Now it's time to man up. You want to man up? Get on semen retention. Because pleasing a woman ain't going to make you no man. That don't mean you're a man. Getting in a relationship ain't going to make you no man. Being on semen retention will make you a man. You want to stop using excuses? You want to hold yourself accountable? You want to, conquer the world? You want to take on the world? You want to be less emotional? You want to be more, you want to live in your mind a lot more. Get on semen retention. Because it's the best way. Because we have been brainwashed by society. And most guys, they'll never, ever, understand how semen retention can help you so much. Because they was programmed to smash a whole bunch of chicks. They think that's what life is about. Life ain't about that. Life is about you. And life is about, things going your way. Things benefiting you. Financially and mentally. That's what life is about. Life is about finding purpose. Life is about becoming a better man. Life is about gaining more knowledge, gaining more wisdom, becoming more spiritual. Detecting these demons and witches out here. Becoming more sensitive. Becoming more self-aware. When you get on, you want to have a spiritual awakening. Get on semen retention, and I promise you, you're gonna do things that you thought you would never do. You want to be brave. You want to have that mind of a soldier. Get on semen retention. You want to become a virile man. Get on semen retention, bro. It's gonna help you. Not just the women attraction, because you shouldn't be doing it for that. Do it for you. Finally do something for you. Not nobody else. It is your time. It's 2020. It's time for a change, guys. This society we living in is going through a change. We're going through a spiritual and a natural